Hello everyone, this is MJPWGaming and welcome back to the gameplay trailer or the Chaos Story trailer for Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Zombies, and this came out today right before the teasers and stuff of whatever is going to go down at Comic-Con. And I believe it's all going down tomorrow, so if you subscribe, you'll be notified on what is going down. You don't, however, there's going to be plenty of information from all the different zombie guys. But I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to have breakdowns on whatever's going to go live whenever it happens, so we'll stay tuned to that. But you're interested in the trailer, that's why you clicked on this video. So I'm going to let the trailer play, and I'll break it down right after. Enjoy!
I haven't seen my father in 15 years. Why am I not surprised his obsessions are still getting me in trouble? As a kid, I believed my father's stories. As an adult, I believed his stories were fantasies.
Scarlett, we all owe your father a great debt. We will do whatever it takes to get him back. This is magic. Dark magic.
I put a spell on you. Stop the things you do.
Let's tango! So, Monsieur Shaw, do you have an explanation for the horrors unfolding around us?
These symbols, this vessel, it's all connected!
I stared into the abyss, and the abyss gave me a gun.
I think I'm in love.
Use the staff, now!
Where are we?
It's not a matter of where, Diego, but when.
Time travel. Great. Let's find something to shoot.
Do not fret! Your savior is here! Scarlet, look out!
I put a spell on you.
So I've cut up the trailer into the different bits and pushed them together on the different categories, and the first category I wanted to talk about is the brand new wall buys and possibly the barriers where you can buy, and you can walk through basically your doors, but if it's a barrier or something like that, it's just a bunch of stuff, and when you buy it, it'll send it into the air and you can walk through. Well, in the very first Titanic shot that I'm showing you, there is a spot where it is on the left, my bad. But it is all a really interesting kind of blue, and it is a big, huge circle compared to the other stuff, and it's very animated looking, and it's very pretty. It's different. And of course, out of the 3 shots that I'm showing you within this, you can tell that in IX, it has the same thing. The second category is going to be the perks in the mystery box. While we don't know a whole lot about them and what they do, they do look really cool. Obviously, we know what the mystery box does, but it's really cool to see it all in the trailer. Now the next few shots I wanted to show you, you can see at the very start of it, the wheel, the captain's steering wheel for the ship, it's plain, it's normal, it's spinning, which is a very interesting thing to notice, and it seems just from the shot that it's undamaged within the room, but in the next shot it shows that the wheel is still, and it's like there's a black kind of goo like thing that's overtaken the room, and it's tore apart the whole captain's cabin, and the wheel is still. And then the final shot of this, what I'm going to show you, it seems like eventful stuff is going to happen within the map, within the Titanic. So my guess, something is going to be happening along while you play, or either this is steps within the Easter egg, or maybe it's something completely different where it's like eventful things that is triggered. I don't know. The next category is going to be the weapons, and the very first thing you can see is a shotgun-like weapon and a sword. And the shotgun completely obliterates the zombies, and the sword just completely cuts through the rest of them. Like it's very OP seeming, and it's really cool. In this next shot, there's also another shot of the wall by, so you can see it a little better. But there's also this kind of new sort of cocktail-like thing, but instead of a regular fire, it's like a purple fire, so it has to be something special. And then to add more icing onto the cake, the brekkie is coming back. I did not personally even know that this gun was in the game. I don't know if it was in the build that we played at the reveal event. I don't believe it was even in there. I don't think it's been talked about up until this trailer, which is really cool to see it. And the next one is the new staff, and they do call it a staff, and from the first pose, they have it out like the regular staffs, like from Origins, and so it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes. Maybe it's a combination of all of them, and obviously they place it down and it holds like some sort of shield or force field like around them, which is very interesting. And another thing within these shots, there is a new power-up looking thing. It does look like a grenade, so maybe it may be a placeholder or something, maybe for like that grenade we saw earlier. Maybe it's like, maybe even all of that's like a new perk or something. You know how like Widow's Wine, it drops spiders, and when you pick those spiders up you get more of the grenades. Maybe it's kind of like that, but I don't know. And you can see, I believe his name was Bruno. He slams down this hammer and it sends down a electric shot, kind of like Electric Cherry. Don't know if it's killing them or not. It probably is, but I guess we'll see pretty soon. And the final weapon I want to talk about within the trailer is a new kind of dual wield, another dual wield, which is, I'm not complaining, but the left weapon that is in his hand, he can kind of throw it through the zombies, which is really cool. It kind of reminds me of the Retriever or the Redeemer from Mob of the Dead, which may be leading to something different or cool within Blood of the Dead. Don't know, but I assume that the right weapon is basically just your average melee, and but you know, it's still all really cool. I love how they're doing the dual wield system, or at least with the two sets of weapons where it was the shotgun or the melee weapons. That is really cool, and it's different and unique. It's really cool. I like it. So the next category is going to be our boss zombies. We've seen the one from IX where it comes out of a zombie's body. Well, it does the same thing on the Titanic map, Voyage of Despair. So he's going to be on there as well. They didn't show it. They didn't show that spider guy within IX, which is interesting. But they did show a new boss, actually two new bosses, which is a big tiger. That's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Okay, so when I was editing this, I also noticed when the tiger is actually lunging for the character, there is another tiger behind it. So we can probably assume this is going to be the new kind of dog round. Just thought I would add that in because I didn't notice it the first time when I was recording. But that's a good thing about editing, because here we are now. And then another big kind of executioner looking guy. He looks like he's straight out of like League of Legends or something like that, or Smite. You know, he looks really interesting, and he can throw his knives and stuff. I can already see me going down to him and having to get my buddies revive me like every 5 seconds. But another interesting thing to point out within the tiger and the executioner boss, there was no zombies. So maybe, just maybe, he or both of those fights, maybe like the zombies aren't going to interrupt you. So I think that is it that I all needed to point it out. So thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. Also, reminder, there is the stuff coming tomorrow with Comic-Con. Please subscribe. Thank you, and goodbye.